Boyfriend is upset that my brother didn't let him spend the night with me when I was very drunk and passed out. I want to start by saying I didn't think there was anything to be upset about. Not at first. I spent 2 days after that night convincing myself my boyfriend was just being sensitive and my brother was just being overprotective. I told myself it wasn't a big deal, that everyone needed to calm down, that I was fine. I was not fine, but I'll get to that. My brother is 6 years older than me. He has his own place, a house with a backyard. He throws parties there a few times a year. Nothing crazy, just people he trusts. I always looked forward to them even when I was too young to drink. When I turned 18, he invited me as a full guest for the first time. He told me I could drink if I wanted, that he'd keep an eye on things, and that it was a safe place to figure out my limits. I had been dating my boyfriend for about 3 weeks at that point. We met through mutual friends. He seemed sweet, a little older than me, 22. I wanted my brother to like him, so I asked if I could bring him. My brother said sure. The night started out well, maybe 12 people total. My boyfriend was charming. My brother seemed fine with him. I relaxed. Then I started drinking. I don't have a good gauge for my own limits yet. I know that now. That night I thought I was keeping pace, but I was falling behind and then trying to catch up, which is the worst thing you can do. At some point I was laughing at things that weren't funny and leaning on people for balance. My boyfriend thought it was cute. My brother did not. People started filtering out around midnight. By 1 in the morning it was just the 3 of us. Me on the couch barely coherent. My boyfriend next to me. My brother watching from across the room. I passed out. I don't remember doing it. I just remember waking up. My brother carried me to the guest room and put me in bed. Then he came back out and told my boyfriend it was time to go home. My boyfriend said he wanted to stay. He said he'd sleep on the couch or in the guest room with me, wherever. He framed it as concern. He said he cared about me and wanted to make sure I was okay. My brother told him I was okay, that he was there, that I didn't need anyone else. My boyfriend pushed back. He said my brother had no right to make that call, that I was his girlfriend, that he should be the one looking after me. My brother said that in his house, with his sister unconscious and unable to speak for herself, he had every right. He said he didn't know my boyfriend well enough to leave him alone with me in that state. It wasn't personal. It was just how it was going to be. My boyfriend called him controlling, said he was being treated like a criminal when he hadn't done anything wrong. My brother said that may be true, but the answer was still no. Then my boyfriend said he'd just take me home himself. He stood up and started walking toward the guest room. My brother stepped in front of him. He said I was staying, that my boyfriend could leave on his own or he'd call the police. My boyfriend left, slammed the door. I woke up at 8 the next morning with a dry mouth and a headache and no memory of the last few hours. My brother made me eggs and didn't lecture me. He just told me what happened and said he was doing what felt right. I texted my boyfriend. He was furious. He said my brother had humiliated him, that he'd been treated like a predator when all he wanted was to take care of me. He wanted an apology. He also wanted me to be upset on his behalf and tell my brother he had overstepped. Part of me felt like he had a point. We were together. It made sense he'd want to be there. My brother not trusting him stung a little because I trusted him. I spent 2 days in the middle of it. My boyfriend kept bringing it up. My brother stayed calm but made clear he wasn't apologizing. Finally, I asked my boyfriend directly. I said, okay, let's say my brother had let you stay. What were you expecting to happen? He said nothing. He said he just wanted to be close to me. I asked again, be honest. He paused and he said, I figured maybe in the morning things might naturally progress. He wanted to be there when I woke up hungover and disoriented. He thought that was the moment. He had already mapped out what he was hoping for, and he had framed his whole argument around concern for my safety, when what he actually wanted was access. My brother knew. He saw it before I did. I broke up with him that day. I keep thinking about how easily I explained away every red flag. He pushed back on my brother in someone else's house. He tried to walk toward me when told no. He spent 2 days pressuring me to take his side, and when I finally asked the direct question, he answered honestly enough that I couldn't pretend anymore. My brother didn't make a big deal out of being right. He just said he was glad I was okay. I'm glad I have him.